In this video, I'm going to share with you guys 7 tips to help you reduce frizz with your twists, particularly mini twists, and also how to get a bit more longevity out of your style. All right, let's get into it. All right, so I get this question a lot, like, how do I make my twists last? Like, they freeze up so quickly. Like, how do I not get this frizz, and how do I keep it in for longer? I get it. I get the frustration, and I deal with that myself personally. Mini twists in general, they freeze. Like, they freeze. And if you're gonna moisturize it, if you're gonna moisturize with heat, if you're gonna use the amount of product that I use, if you're going to be washing your hair in those twists, you can get some serious frizz in there, and it can be impossible to continue with the style, and you might need to retwist. Let me just say this, twist is probably the least lasting style you can have, okay? It doesn't last. It doesn't last much longer as compared to braids or cornrows or the use of synthetic hair, etc. It simply doesn't last. And the reason for it is because it's just 2 strands of hair. 2 pieces of hair, not 2 strands, 2 pieces of hair wrapped around each other. There's nothing really holding it in place. It's different to a braid where it's 3, so it's quite compact. It's hard to kind of move that around. But with twists, you know, once you get water, moisture, you get that shrinkage up and down. Yeah, once shrinkage happens, because it's just 2 strands of hair, so the hair is free to move up and down. You get shed hairs that are trying to pop out, you get shorter hairs that are, you know, trying to pop out. It's a mess. So I'm just gonna say to you, like, if you want longevity, if you want a style that lasts longer than 2 weeks, looking good, it's not gonna be twist. It's not gonna be twist. You can get up to a month. I get up to a month, but I wear headbands, okay? I wear wigs, etc. to kind of take me there. However, if I moisturize it like once, it's ready to come out just because of the frizz. So if you want longevity, twists are not the style. Try braids, cornrows, try something else. Anyway, if you are stuck on twists and you really want twists and you really want them to work for you, here are some ideas and tips to help you. The first tip is to moisturize well. Moisturize well at installation, okay? Glycerin, leave-in conditioner, you know, castor oil, like in good amounts. Moisturize very well. That means your hair is soft, it's not dry, it's not gonna freeze up. And also it means that you don't have to be forcing anything or trying to, you know, manipulate the hair too much to get moisture in after the style has been installed. So prior to installation, do it well. Moisturize your hair very well. The other I guess tip is to use like a twisting cream. This is one that you can actually try. It's from, what is this from? Curls Blueberry Bliss, I think it's called. This, I mean, I actually wouldn't recommend it because it's not as heavy. You know, it's okay, but it's actually quite fluffy, and it gives me leave-in conditioner vibes, honestly. So it wouldn't be a good example of a heavy product or a heavy cream. However, I know there's creams out there that are heavy, you know, your shea butter based, really heavy creams. Those really weigh the hair down and help to reduce frizz. When you're putting your hair, again, try to smooth the hair quite a bit, smooth the hair until you get, you know, you get the hair in order, if you may. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I hope you understand, but smoothing kind of helps, you know, to actually tackle the frizz at installation, okay? If you just do a quick job and you put in the twist quickly, you know, you're gonna be encountering frizz soon. So use a heavy cream, moisturize your hair well before you install, and also smooth the hair really well as you're installing. The other option is to use a styling custard or a custard. Styling custard? Just a custard, okay? Custards help to create definition without the toughness that can come with gels, for example. And I guess gels are an option, so you can use a custard or a gel, but I prefer custard because it doesn't give me the crunch A gel is possible to be used as well, but casters just help reduce that frizz and give you a bit of definition and help you clump the hair to avoid frizz. So that's an option. Smaller twists. The smaller the twist, the longer the style will last. Large twists don't last. And that's the truth. So if you want a little bit longer lasting twists and less frizz, do smaller twists. Another tip is to do with installation again, and that is to twirl the hair as you install it. Okay, don't just go like that with a twist. Twirl each twist as you're installing. This can be tricky if you've got a lot of product on, or if you're not good at twisting, the twist might come out a bit crooked or crook, and the fullness of the style might actually reduce, so it might look a bit spacey. But if longevity is what you're going for, that's an option. So if you've got really thick hair and you don't really worry about space like some of us medium density people, then go ahead and twirl the pieces of hair as you are installing it. The other tip is to braid the base before you twist. Braiding the base just gives you neater roots, particularly, so less frizz at the roots, and also allows your style to last a bit longer. So braid the end, the roots, and then twist the end of the hair. I've seen this method done by so many people and it works. It looks really neat and it lasts a little bit longer, so that's something to try. Finally, ladies, just retwist the hair. If the frizz is in there and you can't deal with it, it's not going away, you can't tackle it, just retwist the hair. It might be beneficial to do medium twists. I do meaty twists because, it's quicker to install and remove. So try meaty twists if you're worried about the time it takes to be retwisting mini twists. However, if the frizz is out of this world, just retwist your hair. All right, guys, I hope you find one or two things that are helpful to you in this video. Do comment below, let me know how you make your twist last longer, from one twisted natural to another. Mwah. See you next time.